Hey folks, thanks for coming back. For today's livery, before I jump in and start doing it, I just want to show you why I don't do this particular model that much. You can follow along with this, but what you're doing is, if you put a shape on the side of this is the Suzuki GSX-R750. If I just put a shape over this part of the side of the bike, and then we flip that bike around, you're going to see your sticker has gone straight through. Why has it done that? So annoying. If you select your sticker and you take the depth right down, you keep pulling that depth lower and lower, you can see it's going down. It'll pull it off that side, and you can see that 35%. However, if you flick it round, it's also disappeared from this side, and you can see it's about 35%. It should be showing up. No way around it, just one of those things. So the entire design of this bike needs to take that into account, and it will change because of it. So this bike is a custom bike, as I said on the previous video. Did a little bit of a side quest, went ahead and did some custom requests for real bikes that are going to be made. This one, the brief was a white Suzuki GSX-R750. Well, not 750, he has a K9 1000. Bike's not on the game, so we're going to have to do it on this, and imagine it's the closest model, the closest kind of look to the bike that he's got. So has to be white, it has to be purple design, and then he also said add some bright colours, but purple and white, if you add in bright colours, it's kind of got to be pink. You know I love pink, so we've got a white, purple and pink Suzuki design to do. I did a matte black base. Reason being is, since that bit is broken in the middle, it's bugged, what I'll just do is leave that blank, and I think it'll look okay once we're finished, as I'll leave that. Also, you'll notice on the back of the tail, as we get to it, the tail of the bike, exactly the same thing happens. Apart from the very center of the top of the tail, it just mirrors from what's on one side and on the other side. There's nothing you can do about it. So you'll see how we try to interact with that, but don't expect lots of cool stickers along that tail. Just wouldn't look right if it mirrors across to the other side. Okay, so let's dive in for this one. A couple of sponsors I had to create. So Power Bronze, we've got a Power Bronze on here, Armour Speed, Acosos, Carbon, and a UK local business, Garage Works. So I made a couple of stickers. The Garage Works one was quite interesting, and then he also requested sponsors such as Sidi, Dionysi, or Dionyse, however you pronounce it, Nolan, and a number 16, which I just made. I found a really cool number 16 online, recreated it, tweaked some colours, added some pink and purple, and it looked awesome. But the design on the side, I wanted it to look, Suzuki. However, not being able to use that middle piece meant I needed a design that's going to take the tank, pull it down to the front, from the tank to the front where you're seeing I'm doing now, of the fairing, curve round there, head south, and then curve left. So the design is kind of purposely avoiding the bit that's broken, to the best of my ability anyway. So we'll see how it looks at the end, but I think we do pretty well considering. This would be a way more popular bike in esports, or just ride in general, if it didn't break. This was broken in Ride 4. The exactly same thing happened in Ride 4. The 1000cc Superbike also has, or had, some pretty bad issues in Ride 4. It's way better in Ride 5. There is some issues with it, but not to this extent. This is I mean, there's been some replicas I've had requested that I've had to say I can't do that because it wouldn't look right. There was one that I did, it was for Shane Richardson, and yeah, the Hippo logo just looked great on one side, but it bled through on the other side, so you couldn't flip it around. Nothing you can do about it. But we will try and keep this like on brand for Suzuki, especially for kind of custom requests where somebody has said, I want you to create a livery for my real bike. I kind of think to myself, okay, so I can't go too wild on this. I can't go and create something that is completely different. I want them to see it and be like, okay, yeah, that's awesome. That's kind of what I imagined. That was kind of what my request was. So I still like to keep it kind of factory, recognizably Suzuki, which I think we did well considering the color scheme that we've got here. So actually, this was not the video that I was going to post today. I was actually going to post the best livery ever. That's still going to post and go ahead as normal, probably even tomorrow maybe. But I've got, so as I said in a couple of videos ago, I got a new microphone, Audio-Technica microphone. It's going to be awesome. However, do not have the right technology to connect that to my laptop. My hands are tied with technology because I use a lot of work stuff that my work send me. So what I've got is an audio device coming along which will help me plug in that microphone and then connect it to my laptop. So I've held on to the best livery ever till tomorrow, and I'll be able to have a go at doing a voiceover with that, with the new microphone, and use that as a bit of a test case. So that'll probably come out very, very soon. But apologies, that was the video I was going to post. But don't worry, I've got these little side quest liveries that I can share. I would always recommend when creating a livery to work off at least some reference images, trail through Instagram, trail through things like Pinterest. Pinterest is quite good, although I find Pinterest better for like helmets, or the good old-fashioned Google image search, and look for that kind of factory look. What do Suzuki's do? What are their designs like? And then find something to your taste based off that. So this livery was requested by a gentleman called Gabriel Morgan. If you are on Instagram, I want you to head on to Instagram. If you're interested to see what this bike will look like in real life, head on over to Instagram, check out H1ZMajesty, all one word, H1ZMajesty, His Majesty, but with a 1, to see the work on making this a real bike with the real livery in place. If you head on over now, you can see the bike that he's got. He's doing some awesome work on it, and I think this pretty eye-catching livery will be the perfect finishing touch. Because the design on this is quite busy with lots of lines and things going on, video might be a little bit longer than usual, but just because I'm trying to put as much detail as I can in this. Sometimes we get liveries where the design itself is relatively easy and then we're just slapping a couple of sponsors on. I like those ones. As a livery maker, I love those ones. But sometimes we get something a little bit more complex, or something that really gives me complete free rein to do whatever I want. The front of the Suzuki GSX-R750 is... it's pretty hard to create a really cool design on the front. It almost demands those kind of triangles heading into the center. I've looked at BSB replicas of this, and they all follow a similar design. I do try and make it as interesting as possible. The big number does help. But yeah, as I say, head on over to Instagram at H1ZMajesty and keep an eye out for the real bike when it is shared. I'm very excited to see it. I will repost it on my Ride Liveries when it's done. If you do want a livery creating on a real bike and you're interested to put some designs on Ride to take a look at first before you commit, reach out to me. You can DM me at Ride Liveries. I'll be happy to build something for you. Free of charge, of course. Don't charge you for this. Though I do like it if you could promote and help share the Instagram. If anybody ever requests a livery, happily do it for you for free in exchange for promotion, sharing the content. There's the Acoso. Just fits well there. Like I say, I don't have too much space for logos because of the design of the livery. of the armor speed. My inbox is full of more requests, so I will take a look and get some more new liveries out on the channel very soon. See what people are looking for. Though this weekend I am away. Are you going to any interesting motorsport events coming up? I think Goodwood is on at the moment. That is one that I would love to see. Maybe when I move back to England one day I'll be checking out Goodwood. This weekend I am VIPing it over at the Thailand Diecast Expo. But no live motorsports for me for some time now, probably November, before I get out to see one of them. Though I do think there is the Auto Salon coming soon, so I'm a car nerd as well, so probably go and check that out. See a lot of the Japanese street modified cars. But on the topic of motorcycles, I would love to build on a Bosozoku. Is that Bosozoku bike? If you're wondering what the hell I'm talking about, Google Bosozoku. It is a motorcycle subculture from Japan. I believe Bosozoku translates to reckless drivers, which is interesting, but they modify kind of the older motorcycles in a very significant way. I won't spoil it, but check that out. I've seen a couple. There's a group that are in my city, and they do attend a couple of car events as well, rev their bikes, and they are otherworldly, to say the least. Probably not too expensive to build something, so maybe now I have a longer term visa, it might be something to save up for, maybe next year, to build something like that. But yeah, check out Bosozoku. We're getting towards the end of this now. I really want to make sure, because when I'm doing custom liveries, I have the layers. I know that I haven't got lots and lots of sponsors, and I don't have to hit all those sponsors. I've got a select few, and I can go do whatever I want and really use the full 2000 layers. And that's what I'm doing here, adding any kind of smaller details. I think the number just looks awesome there. Pop the number. You can see the Garage Works is lots of gradients around each letter, and then like a drop shadow behind it. There's the Corso. I think I even put some stickers under the tail as well. Just had the layers, why not? So I will drop a spoiler if you're interested in that best livery ever. It will be coming tomorrow or the day after, hopefully tomorrow, and we will be looking at the Aprilia RS250. And there are some absolute bangers. Got that filmed the other day, very excited to share. A slightly diminished group of about 16 amazing Aprilia liveries that are on the Ride 5 console game. And you can see on screen now that it's just mirroring straight away. So I was trying to find somewhere to put his Instagram handle. Ended up going here because when I put it on the back, it just mirrored automatically, and there's nothing, you can't flip it. There's nothing you can do about it. It's just there, just bugged. Really happy with how the number came out as well. That was good. You can even see on the top there as well, as I brought that Instagram handle in, that it even mirrored on the top of the sides as well. Really challenging livery to make, because you have these ideas that you want to put down and you just can't do it because it won't let you. I challenge you, Milestone, to find someone that knows your models in the game better than I do. Hire me, I'll be happy to go through all of the bugs and things you could improve on. yeah, we've got some nice little details. You can see that the mirroring is happier in here, but I can use it to my advantage because those two lines were just one layer. Nice. So there we go. GSX-R750, completely custom design, white and pink. White and pink in abundance. But I think we ticked the brief on that one. What do you think? It's going to be another one of those bikes that where, as a casual fan watching the motorcycle racing, you're going to be like, yeah, that one down there, that purple and pink one, I want that one to win. Definitely stands out. The front looks great as well. I'm really happy with how that turned out. Let's take it out for a spin. So it is just a custom livery design. There isn't a suit, but I did want to wear a Suzuki suit, and doing this reminded me of the time that I did the Shane Richardson Hippo Suzuki. So I popped on that Hippo Suzuki suit of Shane Richardson, who sadly did pass away in the opening round of the British Superbikes this year. So this little ride out is for him. He did reach out to me last year asking if I could get his bike on the game. It was interesting actually. He reached out asking for his bike on the game, and I put it together. The Hippo Suzuki looked amazing. We shared it out, and then I got a message from the team owner. It was Astro JJR, and he was like, "Yeah, the other guys are kind of jealous. Can you make their bikes too?" I was like, "Oh yeah, it should be easy. Should be easy. I've done one. Can easily make the others. Let me check." Oh, completely different color, completely different design, but still pretty cool. So thanks for watching. Stick around tomorrow or the day after, hopefully tomorrow, for the best livery ever. And binge watch, there's loads of cool liveries. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks for hitting the like button. That really, really does help a small channel like me. And I'll see you soon. Crixus out.